So you'll want light pair of weights, and if you got a strap, I use it for the stretching at the end, but for our arms, just light pair of weights. I use 2 pounds. It's very repetitive, so something you can handle for a long time. Great. Okay. Here, let's do a quick sound check. All right, so thumbs up if you can hear me all right. All right, awesome. All right, well, let's go ahead and stand up. Let's get warming up. We're going to drop that hip, reach up to the ceiling, big long stretch, and then switch sides. Reach on up. Reach on up. Very good. Really open up that side. All right, go ahead and take that feet wide and little twist aside. Starting to warm up our spines, little bends in the knees in the center, warming up our thighs. All right, get ready for the switch. Now we're gonna go over. Big long line all the way down your side. Okay, get ready for the switch. We're going to hamstring curl. Bring those elbows back. Little squeeze between your shoulder blades as your elbows come back. Bringing that heel towards your bum. And keep your knees nice and loose. All right, go and bring those feet together, reaching up, and then bringing that knee towards your chest as you draw the arms down. All right, now we're going to switch up the arms, scoop them around to the sides, drawing like big snow angels in the air here. All right, now bring it into a nice high lunge. Back heel lifted, and just little pulses. This does not need to be deep. Yeah, we're just warming up. Let that hip flexor open up a little bit. Now go ahead and just hold it down a little bit, reach it up. Really stretch out that side. Let that stretch all the way up your hip flexor. And going back out of it. And then guide into it again. And back out. And glide into it. And switch your feet. Other foot back. And just little pulses in our lunge. Just like the other side. Go ahead and hold it down there. Reach up, stretch out that side, let that feeling go up your hip flexor, up the side. Back it off. Ooze into it. Back it off. One more time. Ooze into it. Good. Okay, now, feet under hips. Get a little bend in those knees. First, we'll start with our hands on our hips. So just find, like turning like the angle of the hips. Just side to side. So you let your knees bend. Let your feet just kind of roll with it. So one arch kind of lifts, one arch kind of collapses to the floor. as we're twisting. So it should feel kind of massaging in your feet. Now we're going to add on a twist through our rib cage area and up. So hands on our shoulders. We're going to first move those hips. Now continue the twist, starting at the base of your rib cage, working up, but keep your gaze forward, so it's kind of a counter twist in your neck. Reach out those fingertips. And now back out of it. Now hips first go. Now continue the twist, working up the rib cage, reaching forward like someone's trying to hand you something, but the rest of your body can't move. And other side. Oozing into it like you're moving through thick, thick honey. Stretch out those fingertips. Back elbow stays far away from your front fingertips. Really opening up that line. Other side. Good. Now we're going to look backwards. So we're going to do the same twist. Now you reach back the backhand. Look at your backhand. Front elbow comes far away from your backhand. And switch. Other side. Look behind you. Look at that hand. And back the other way. Looking back. One more. Very good. And now, coming back to parallel, we're going to lift up a leg, pressing into that leg. Now let your body twist in towards that leg. So opposite shoulder has a connection with that opposite knee. Press into it, set it down. Lift up that other leg, press into that knee, twisting into it. Now take a step forward. Find your balance and lift up the leg, step forward. Transfer onto that foot, lift up. Try to see how smoothly you can make that transfer, finding your balance. Now go ahead and take it to the back. Taking it to the back, and to the back. Very good. All right, go ahead and grab your weights. All right, so we're going to do some bicep curls. Now, you can always have the option of only doing the arms, but I'm going to add some legs on it just to make it a little more interesting. But always just go to arms if you get confused with the legs. So we're just going to do bicep curl with a mini squat. So with the squat, I want you to think about you're sticking your bum out the back. Don't round through the back. So keep that back straight. Keep a neutral low back. So you have a little curve in that low back. Want to feel like your bum muscles are working on the way down, eccentrically controlling the movement, and then contracting to help you come up. All right, now we're going to hold it down there. Now we're going to pump it faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down again. Back to squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it down there. Pump it fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it up. Now you're going to turn your feet to a V. Bring the arms out at 90s, kind of on the diagonal. And now as you plie, so in this, you're just going to try to keep your body upright, dropping down, up and down. We're going to curl on the way down, and then extend. I hold it down there, pump it fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down again. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it down there and pump. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, Now we're going to stick our arms out. If you want to add a balance, lift up the heels, walk them together, and we're going to pulse the arms, thumbs towards the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your wrists. So now pinkies are up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now circle a little bit bigger and keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze your elbows in towards your body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms back out. Circle it to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit bigger circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and take a wide stance. Toes still pointed out a little bit diagonally. Arms forward. Bring those elbows back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it down there. Arms out in front of you. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go and bring your feet together. Hands up overhead for overhead tricep press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to add a rise up on the balls of your feet as you extend your elbows. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up there, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Toes pointed out a little bit. Arms at 90 degrees. Press it forward on the diagonal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little bend and rise. Bend and rise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up there, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Switch your feet. Other foot forward. Same thing. First, we'll just start with the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend and rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up there, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Woo. Shake that all out. Go ahead and stretch your arms. Very good. Grab a sip of water. We're going to be moving on to legs. Okay. So for legs, go ahead. We're going to stand in parallel. Beam yourself and use for balance when you need it. You can try to do it on balance as much as you can, but some of the moves, it's nice to have that little extra help. All right, we're in parallel. We're rising up and down. Keep track of what those ankles are doing, making sure they are tracking towards the second and third toe. And especially at the top, they don't start rolling out. Pretend they're on little railroad tracks and they can't move off of them. All right, hold it up at the top. Little bounces up here. Don't set your heels down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it there. Bring your arms out for balance. And let's test our balance. Look to the right and center. Look left and center. Look a little bit up and center. Look a little down and center. Right ear to right shoulder. Center. Left ear to left shoulder. Center. Bring it down. Now we're going to do raises but with a bent knee. So it's going to work the soleus part of our calf. Kind of our muscle below our gastrocnemius. So we're going to bend. Find like a mini squat position. Now hold that mini squat as you lift and lower your heels. Now we're really going to work on the eccentric portion, so we're going to go up. I want you to slowly lower. 1, 2. Land like you're landing on thin ice. Don't break the ice. Come up. Slowly lower. 1, 2. And up. Slowly lower. 1, 2. And up. Slowly lower. 1, 2. Up. Slowly lower. Up. Last one. Slowly lower. Stretch those knees. We're going to roll through. So bend the knees. Lift the heels. Stretch. Drop the heels down. Bend. Lift. Stretch. And down. Bend. Lift. Stretch. And down. Bend. Lift. Stretch. And down. We're going to reverse it. So go straight up. Now bend your knees. Drop the heels. And stretch. Go up. Bend. Heels. And stretch. Up. Bend. Heels. And stretch. Up. Bend. Heels. And stretch. Now we're going to bend. And then rise all the way up. So this is kind of like you're prepping to do a jump. We're just not jumping. So hit that balance point at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up there at the top. Find your balance. Now we're going to do pretty arms to make sure we're not holding tension in our arms and neck. So arms are really light and loose, flowy, lots of freedom in those shoulders. All the power's in your legs, it's in your hips, it's in your core. Looking good, everyone. All right, take it down. Go and shake out those feet. Pump out those feet. That's hard footwork. My feet are always tired after that. Okay. So now you may want to be near something you can use for balance when you need it. We're going to rise up, bend down, kind of in that when we were doing the soleus rises, when we were all the way up. And now just little pulses here. So we're never fully straightening. We're staying with our heels up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now take a step back and find a lunge position. And we're just going to pulse here. If your legs feel ready to go a little deeper than we did in the warm-up, this is your opportunity to do your lunge a little deeper. Make sure that front knee isn't tracking in front of your toes. If it is, then just take a little wider step. All right, now hold it down there. Now we're going to rock the pelvis. So first you're going to stick your bum out to the back and then try to tuck your bum under. Stick your bum out to the back, tuck it under. So we're moving the pelvis. So sticking your bum out, tucking it under. When you tuck it under, you'll probably feel a little stretch in your hip flexor. All right, now, holding it there, just find a neutral position. I'll turn so you can see me better. This back leg, you're going to draw it in towards the midline using our inner thigh of that back leg. It's not going to move super far, but you let it release out, then squeeze your inner thigh to really draw it in towards your midline. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 1. Bring it back up. We're going to find our starting position. So rise up, find that bent knee with your heels high, and we're going to pulse here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your other leg back. Find that lunge. First, we'll just start with doing our lunges. As I said, can be as deep as you like. Just watch that front knee. Take a wider stance if it's going over your foot too far. 6, 7, and 8. All right, hold it down. Now we're going to stick the bum out to the back, tuck it under. Stick it out to the back, tuck it under. We're mobilizing those little joints in our low back. Get a little hip flexor stretch as we tuck it under. 6, 7, and 8. Find neutral. Now, back leg, inner thigh squeezes towards the midline. So really think about activating that inner thigh of your back leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Let's stretch those quads out. That was a lot of quad work. Okay. So now you probably want to be near something. You can use for balance when you need it. Feet are going to be in a V. We're going to transfer our weight onto one leg. Lift up the other foot. Have your toes by your ankle and try to keep that knee open. Now, if you don't have a ton of turnout, it's okay if that knee's just a smidgen open. Just try to get it a little bit out of parallel, just so we can work our turnout muscles. If you have a lot more range, you can open that up more. And now we're going to lift that up. If you like to do fancy arms, you can join me with an arm up high, or just keep it low. That's your choice. 6, 7, 8. Now hold it up, the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your ankle. Arm out to the side. And now, kind of draws up to the side. It's probably going to be slightly on the diagonal, unless you have 180-degree turnout, which I do not. 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes to the ankle. And now we lift to the back. You can bring that arm forward. It counterbalances it. Really stay strong on that standing side. Make sure that hip is strong and level. You're not sinking into it. 6, 7, 8. Hold out the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Now, we're just going to loosen up the hip. You can take the arm. You can follow your leg. You turn in the leg. Let it turn out. You can bend that standing leg. Just find what feels oozy and nice. Just trying to find some nice movement, smooth movement through the hip. Last one. Great. Okay, other side. So starting in that V position, transfer your weight onto the other leg. Make sure you do the other side. Lift up those toes by the ankle. If you want to do a high arm or keep it low, your choice. And we're lifting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm out to the side. Lift to the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot behind. Bring that arm forward. lift it to the back. 1, 2. Check in with that standing side. Make sure you're nice and strong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift up and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, bring it up. Let that hip turn in and turn out. You can bend that standing leg. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Shake it out. All right, we're going to do air bath spot moz. You have some options here. First option is to stay more upright. You can just lean a little bit forward. Feet are in a V. And you're just going to keep it lower. It's just going to be low. So that's if you have trouble with your low back, or maybe you don't have a lot of hamstring flexibility. That's a good option. If you can comfortably get to more of an L position with a flat back, feet are in a V, you can join me here. As I said, always being more upright is an option. So pick your choice. If you're down, have a nice flat back. Let's point out one foot. We're slightly turned out and lifting. So lift to whatever your level is. We're not going past the hip though. So don't lift higher than your hip. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, there little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those toes down. Bend your standing leg. So now you're going to do this in a bent, with your standing leg in a bent position, and lift. Hold that bent position. Other leg moving is nice and straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can lift your hands off and find a balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that up. Shake it out a moment. We got the other side to do. So find your starting position. Point back the other foot. Make sure you do the other leg. Don't do the same one. And lift. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those toes down. Bend that standing leg and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can take your hands off and find a balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take that up. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So bring that leg across and then sit it back. Opening up that hip. And switch. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of a balance. So, we're going to do a blind balance. Find your feet in parallel. Feet are something you can use for balance when you need to. You're going to pick up one foot. I like to have my hands out forward. Now close your eyes. See if you can do it on balance. If you're not quite ready for that, you could have your big toes slightly resting on the ground or have a pinky touching the wall. See if you can hold that with your eyes closed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Get on your other foot. Pick up the other one. Find your position again. Close your eyes. Try it on the other side. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Good work. It's hard with those eyes closed. Okay, we're going to come down to the ground. Go ahead and grab your light weights with you. All right, on your back, we're going to do glute bridges. Your option how high you want to lift. If you have any trouble with this, then just do a little more of a glute squeeze. We're going to add a pec fly. This, of course, is optional if you just want to do the glute bridge. But we're going to bring the arms together, bring the hips up, squeeze those bum muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking great, ladies. 7, 8. Hold it up there. Put your weights on your hips. Little pulses. Squeeze those that bum as you pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Back to the flies with the bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up there. Weights on your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, set those weights aside. Bonus round for the glute bridges. If you want to try it, your leg in a figure 4. So you're going to be doing a one-legged bridge. Try to make sure you can keep those hips level. You can always keep this double leg if you're not ready to go on one leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. If you were doing the figure 4, switch the legs and up and down, working out the other leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that come down. Bring the arms down. We're going into crunches. So first, just regular old crunches. Make sure you keep a nice fist width between your chin and your chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lift your legs up if you want. And we're going to do normal crunches here with the legs up. Optional. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up, the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Go ahead and turn your legs out and crisscross. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those legs down. Go ahead and bring your feet wide, about the mat width. Opposite hand towards opposite knee. And change sides. Now stay on this side. Up and down, just same side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up at the top, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Up and down, same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up the little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. Go ahead and stretch it out nice and long. We're going to do a roll up. So bring those arms up, peeling your back up. And up. And now rolling it down. Bring it back up. And rolling it down. This last one, we're going to stay up at the top. Go ahead and bend those knees. Hands behind the knees. Now I want you to roll back. So this time we are going to round out our back. Really hollow out that belly. And now you're going to pulse it back. So we're never fully coming up. Nice rounded out back. If you feel you want a little more challenge, then take your hands off. You're always welcome to keep your hands behind your legs, though, for a little more support. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back behind the thighs. Now we're going to open up one side, bring it in. Open up the other side, bring it in. Now you're welcome to keep using your hands behind your thighs, or try it with your hands not on the leg. Good. And go ahead and just roll it down. Rock a little side to side. Just massage out that back. Just lay out your arms and just let your hips fall off to one side. Take a few breaths here. And go ahead and bring your knees back to center. Rock back and forth a few times. And then let them fall off to the other side, looking in the opposite direction of your knees. Just breathe here. See if you can get your ribs to move with your breath, even though you're in a twist. Bring those knees in, stretch it long. Roll on over to your belly. And while we're here, we're going to just do a little bit of back work. So it's going to be opposite hand, opposite leg, and down. And then opposite. Keep that belly pulling away from the ground. Your low back long. The lift comes from your upper back. Little squeeze in your glutes to lift your leg. If this is feeling like you want a little more challenge, then keep your initial position in a slight hover. So you never quite lower to the ground. You're coming out of a hover. Try to do it nice and controlled. See if you can control that lower. One more each side. Now come on up onto your elbows. We want to just be extending the upper back, so not getting really into our low back. So if you don't have a lot of extension, you can have your elbows farther out and be closer to the ground. You can keep your bottom of your rib cage engaged with the ground and lift up a little higher, that's fine. Anything tweaking in the low back, take it a little lower. Draw that sternum through between your arms, drawing it forward. Breathe. And then let it all collapse. Just loose, shake it out a little bit. And rising up, drawing that sternum and clavicle forward through the arms. Stretch a little farther. Opening up that chest. Stretching that belly. And now, put the hands underneath the shoulders to come up onto all fours. And we're going to do cat-cow, so we're going to tuck that pelvis, rolling to the spine to a big flexed position, and tipping that pelvis up towards the ceiling, rolling through into extension. On your own time, just work your way back and forth. Try to work through every level of the spine, so you're working gradually up and down the spine. Notice where you might move as one big chunk. See if you can focus on that to separate the chunk into segments. One more each direction. And go and sit it back into child's pose. And go and try your child's pose with your palms up. Changes the stretch a little bit. Get that a little more on your sides. Stretches out your lats. And now go ahead and walk your hands off to one side. Let your hips fall off in the other direction. Opening up that side body.
Can I come?
Yeah, you can come stretch, buddy. Breathe into that side body. My son here is joining me. And now walk those hands off to the other side. Hips fall off in the other direction. Breathe into your side body. One more breath. Now take it up onto all fours again. We're going to reach out an arm, thread the needle. Come down on your shoulder. Looking up at the ceiling. Breathe in this twist. See if you can get some movement in the back of your rib cage as you inhale. One more breath. Come on out of it. Back onto all fours. Reach out that arm. Bring that under. Set your shoulder down. Look up at the ceiling. Breathe into your back. One more breath. Coming up. Now either sitting on your heels or grabbing a chair or a bench to sit on. You can totally do these on a chair or a bench if it bothers your knees to sit like this. Otherwise, we're going to bring our arms out. And sitting up nice and tall, growing taller, taller, taller. We're going to twist on our own first, so using your own muscles. Then put your hand on your thigh. Finish the twist looking behind you. Think about getting taller as you twist. You're corkscrewing up into the ceiling. Breathe while you're here. Take 2 breaths. Coming out of the twist. Arms back out again. First twisting as far as you can with your own muscles. And now place that hand. And as you get taller, finish the twist, looking behind you. Breathe into it. And coming out of it, grab your elbows, goes on up over your head. Now we're going to lean over, but I want you to think more about this side getting tall, getting towards the ceiling, like I'm trying to reach this part underneath my armpit up to the ceiling. So we're getting really long on that side. And then coming back to center. And now again, I'm reaching this side up to the ceiling. Back to center. Now we're going to add on a roll all the way around. So we're first going to start with stretching up to the ceiling. Now let your upper back roll, rolling forward. Let your chin drop. Go into the other side. On the other side, reach that side long. And coming back to center. Now other side, reaching long. And rolling it around. And up to center. I'm going to draw that arm across your body. Take your ear towards the shoulder you're stretching. Just hold that. And coming out of it, switching. Stretch the other shoulder, ear towards that shoulder, so we're adding that neck stretch on. You can play with adjusting where your chin is to kind of find where you need the stretch. And let that go. Just go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to do a little facial head massage going into our next stretch. Just starting at your jaw. Find your little chewing muscles. They work so hard for us every day. They're kind of amazing. Little circles, letting that tension drain out. Moving onto your cheeks. Just visualize all that tension just melting out of your tissues. Working your way up the temples, onto your forehead. Now start working up into the hairline. Like you're starting to give yourself a little shampoo. Get that scalp moving on your skull. It should be nice and loose and moving. Just letting that tension melt away, washing out. Working your way towards the back of your head, to the base of your skull. Little gentle circles around that whole base of your skull. And as you're there, start to drop your chin towards your chest and work your way onto the back of your neck. Curling a little more in that upper back. And now start to lift your chin, straightening out that upper back. Gentle lift, like clavicle, sternum coming towards the ceiling. Don't let your head come totally back though. And now diving that chin back towards your chest, rounding out that upper back. And bringing that chin back up, opening up your chest towards the ceiling. Very good. We're going to come onto our backs for legs. So this is where, if you got a strap, that's good to have. Come on over here. Lie down there. Okay, so we're going to come onto our back. Strap around one foot. Reach out that leg. Now, you can have your legs bent. Just do what works for you. Don't have this leg straight, though, if you feel it pulling behind your knee or pulling up into your calf. We want to stretch the muscle, so we want to feel it right in here. So just bend your knee. A little bit helps if it's pulling in places you don't want it to be. And now we're just guiding it slowly towards our body. And then guiding it away. I like to exhale it towards me, relaxing that back of the leg, inhaling it away, moving slowly, just like you're moving through thick, thick honey. And guide it in and hold it here for a breath. Just relax the back of that leg. And now guide it out to the side. So we're getting more of an inner thigh stretch here. Again, if you need your leg a little bent, that's totally fine. One more breath. Bringing it in. And then draw it across your body. And you can play with having a little bit lower, a little higher. Kind of find your spot. And bend that leg, bring it across your other leg, and draw towards your body for figure 4 on your back. And use this elbow to help press open that leg. If you want to, you can just kind of roll around your ankles. And then go ahead and release that. Strap around the other leg. Find your leg position that works. Whatever, if you need them a little bent, that's fine. Exhale it towards you. Inhaling away. Moving slowly, like you're working through thick honey or molasses. And this time, just hold it as you guide it in. And guide it out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. One more breath. Guiding it back in and across your body. One more breath. And that leg, bring it across your other leg and guide it in for your figure 4. And if you want to move around your ankles, you can do that. And then bring your feet down about mat width apart. We're just going to let the knees drop off to one side. Just let your hips and your low back go with it. Drop the knees off to the other side. We just want this to be really gentle. Your knees do not have to come to the ground. Just go to where it feels comfortable for you. Just lubricating our joints. And if you want to add, reach over the side, just kind of roll to your side, stretch that arm up. And now come all the way up and find a nice seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. And just let that head gently roll. One last roll in this direction. And now reverse the direction of your roll. Last roll in this direction. Coming back to center. Go and close your eyes. Now grow really tall, sitting up tall out of your tailbone, long, long spine. And we're just going to do some breathing. So I want you to breathe in, and as you inhale, see if you can expand your rib cage to the front, to the sides, and to the back. And then exhale, collecting below that belly button between your pelvic bones. Grow taller as you exhale. And inhale, expanding the rib cage like you're inflating a tire around your whole body. And exhale, collecting and getting taller. Inhale, expanding those ribs. Exhale, grow taller as you collect low in your body. And now go ahead and just do some breaths on your own. Bring it to a normal breathing rate for you. Let's see if you can find that expansion in your rib cage and a collection deep in your core, and grow taller on that exhale, so don't sink down on your exhale. Go ahead and open your eyes. Go ahead and bring those arms up. Little bow forward. Bringing them back up and open. Very good. Thank you for joining me. Stop my music.
Thank you.
Good to see all of you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.